Alright. Start. Let's go. Onikakushi, the Demoned Away chapter. Welcome to the world of Higurashi. When they cry, the Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Sit back and relax and enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty for this chapter is extremely high, but I hope you enjoy the reward. So these things are always weird, and I'm excited to see them again with like fresh eyes, because that's funny. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if the world does not forgive you, I will forgive you. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if you do not forgive the world, I will forgive you. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Frederica Berncastel, and then some gibberish. Oh yeah, so this is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons or organizations is purely identical. Whatever, incidental. 1983, 58th year of the Showa era. Splash o' blood. We're playing with the 07th mod, by the way. If people don't know. It's like the goated way to play it. Let me find my button. What? It's not spacebar. Is it shift? Is it? It's not control. I know control's not it. What's my? What? Oh, it's the arrow keys, isn't it? All right. So, I don't. I'm just gonna use the mouse. Fuck it. Oh. Okay. If I was gonna be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would be far better. I trusted her. Splorch. No, I still trust her. Splorch. Wait 1 second. Gotta fix a thing. Where'd it go? Where did I put it? Okay. Boom. Okay. Everything's fixed. I can fix her, says chat. It's hard to not read chat. It's hard, but I'm working on it today. Today's all business. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It's as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. And those tears making a mess of my face, that mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled and everything fell silent. Only the cry of the cicadas remained, annoyingly loud, and yet I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She's no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't shed any for her. Then why this pain, my eyes getting moist, why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had enough, or had suffered enough. And countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except I stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind. With her. Like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves, even though you can't feel your arm right now. Or, what did that say? Even though you can't feel your right arm. Just lift it up, and with every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. Also, if the game says weird shit, I'm just gonna try to, like, YOLO it, stone-faced, just to get through it. So it's gonna say weird shit. It's gonna say weird shit sometimes. Loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. When I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Man, I can't read today. There's just some words I never say, and I'm like, oh. Perhaps I really did love you. Splorch. Yeah, title drop. Oh boy, we're in it now. Oh. No, I want to let the opening rock, but no. Is that a setting I can turn off? There we go. I do love the openings, but I don't want to horrible copyright claim up the VODs. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. I wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I ignored it. Or tried to ignore it. Been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers and multi-lane roads, the melodious cacophony of the crosswalk, even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. An ice cream parlor? No chance. Nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's like an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There are music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors where I used to live, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Somebody is still apologizing. Who's she apologizing to? She apologized so much, just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Then has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then it's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi. Oh god. Keiichi dad jump scare. 1 second. I gotta fix something. I had to tweak my volume. I didn't fuck up my mic, did I? Because I accidentally tweaked the mic knob. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. I was finally aroused from my nap by my father's prodding. Ah, my eyes. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We spent hours. I closed the window and I need it. Okay. We spent hours riding everything from bullet trains to the local routes. It's hard to believe that the landscapes beyond the window and the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, they were even in the same era. We're from the same era. Ugh. From there we take a car deeper into the mountains. Why are you in a baseball field? Oh, okay. They're just cycling the backgrounds. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This has been my phone wallpaper for like 6 months. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's doing the thing I like. The little bars in the title box. It's so good. I don't know why there's a... Do y'all see that? No, you don't. Weird. I guess it's gone now. There was a weird thing in the corner, like a line that didn't get covered up. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping the window open, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. Boop, boop, boop. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably up working until the early morning. He had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that, though. Mom laid out breakfast on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, grilled salmon. Raw egg? My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought me over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If I don't get up early, I don't make it in time for your early breakfasts. So, in case I need to kind of point it out, because I like the Japanese voice acting so much, we're gonna let it rock, and then I'll read it. So, like, you don't miss any sauce, because it's so good. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. A full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Pile it on. First I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that I covered it with the egg. Oh, okay, that makes more sense why there's a raw egg. Just throw it on your fucking hot food. Between bites of rice I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I wasn't a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time you meet up with Rena-chan? Hurry up! Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rena's one of my classmates. She loves looking after people, coming to meet with me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. Oh my god. Keiichi, you don't have any friends here, it's fine. But well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I'd known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Ayo! Morning. Why did it fade to black? Keiichi-kun! Good morning! Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself.
相変わらず早いな。
You're always so early.
たまにはのんびり朝寝坊したっていいんだぜ。
You should try sleeping in sometime.
寝坊したらケイチ君を待たせちゃうじゃない。
If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious and such a good
その
person.
時は置いてく。
If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind.
ケイチ君冷たい。
Bro, you're so
い
cold.
つも待っててあげてるのに。
Wait for you all the time.
サクサク置いてく。キリキリ置いてく。
I'll leave you in the dust without looking back.
どうして冷たいんだろう。
Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood
嘘。
changed.
ちゃんと待ってるよ。
I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Rena seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red.
ありがとう。
Oh, thank you.
レナが来るまでず
Oh,
ーっと待ってる。
oh, okay, the ultimate teasing starts now. I'd wait forever until you came,
いつ
Rena.
までも。
No matter how long.
ずっと。
Forever? She turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone so fun to tease.
レナはロマンスものの文庫本は読んだことあるか？
You ever read a romance novel, Rena? What?
ないよ。読んだことない。
No, I haven't. I haven't read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out.
そうそう。お袋から伝言。漬物サンキューでしたって。
Oh yeah, message from mom. She says thanks for the pickles.
どういたしまして。
It was nothing. You're welcome.
どうだった
How were they?
しょっぱくなかったかな
Not too salty? Weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. Would have been fine. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright.
その前に聞きたい。
I'd like to ask you something before that.
あの漬物を漬けたのはレナか？
Were you the one that pickled them?
レナのお母さんか？
Or was it your mom?
なんで聞くんだろう。
Why do you ask?
しょっぱかった
Were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically.
レナか？レナのお母さんか？
Was it you or your mom?
なんで作った人聞くんだろう。だろう。
Why are you asking who made them? Why?
どっちが作ったかで感想が著しく変わる。
Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. What? She frantically counted on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Brenda nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response.
レナだけど。
It was me.
うまかった。
It was delicious. What?
前回に続きなかなかだったぜ。
Pretty good,
飯との相性は最高だった。
just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It was truly a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you till you handle it like an average person. I decided for myself.
行こうぜ。ミオンを待たせるとあいつうるさいぞ。
Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just kept spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we can make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Ryugu. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. What, yours isn't strange, bro? Oh, it's not her name. It's not just her name that's strange. She's also strange. I get it. Michan, good morning. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved.
お、来た来た。遅いよ二人とも。
Ah, finally, you two are late. Okay, I have to do something for my own curiosity. I'm gonna hit the change portrait button. In the original sprite, or like the original portraits, Mion had a fucking gun strapped. Okay, no. Not in that one. Not in this portrait. Okay. Okay, I had to know. I had to know. This I think this is like the PS2, PS3 art. This is the only correct option. The original is, I like the original. It's got a vibe. But the remake shit, I hate it. Get it out of here. So we may toggle between those for some funsies if I ever remember to. Finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. I've never said that name aloud without just saying Sonozaki Mion, like the other way around, so it hurts my brain. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of our class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years? I was only off for 2 days, dude. You don't say. You were such a cute little tyke last time I saw you. Mion's gaze started at my chest and then dropped straight down, focusing at the point between my legs. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then? What the fuck? Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. Bro, this is digging the hole deeper of me judging. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he has a little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Don't say next time. Right now it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of more fresh morning air? I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. I gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in a near panic. What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How was it? Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting a pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. Oh yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around at toy stores. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Oh, I had to get a big drink of water. My throat already hurts. Mion nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Yeah, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see? Westport was short for Western Imported Games. That's crazy. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm gonna get another game full of hot action. This time I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Mion's a board and card game enthusiast, but I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mion's room has become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Okay, of course. If Kei-chan's up for it, yeah. I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa.
じゃあ今度はケイチくんも仲間に加わるのかな
Then I guess we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further.
男の子ってきっと外で遊ぶ方が好きだと思ってたからダメかと思ってたよ。
I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I'd moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. God, fuck. I forget the school building's a fucking dump. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same classroom. I'm told that long ago there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up till then, suddenly let me take the lead right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh. Too bad. I wasn't gonna fall for that again.
ここで先頭を譲るとはな。
To think you'd give up the lead here.
お手並み拝見ってことかよ。
You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Neo chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face.
どうしたの二人とも。
What is it, you guys?
下がってろレナ。危ないぞ。
Step back, Rena. It's dangerous.
やつだ。
She's here.
え？
Well, huh?
じゃあ、さとこちゃんが？
And Satoko-chan is... Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talked was annoying, but it'd be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this.
見え見えの罠だな。引き戸の上に挟んだ黒板
Like
消
an
し。
obvious trap, a blackboard eraser wedged in the door.
見え見えだぜ、サトコ。
It's too obvious, Satoko! A haughty laugh came from beyond the door.
お見事ケイちゃん。こりゃ今回は勝負あったかな。
Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round.
いや、相手はサトコだ。
No, this is Satoko we're talking about.
これだけとは思えない。
I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one, and traps that relentlessly kept coming after you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they will almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes! No escape, no time to relax.
見たところ黒板消しは普通。
By the looks of it, the eraser is normal.
石とかは入れてない
There's
みたい
no
だ。
rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. How many rocks and how big were the rocks? Because if you put like one big fucking rock inside something like that, that goes from being like a joke to like murder.
じゃあさ、ガラガラって開けて落としちゃえばいいんじゃないかな。
So why don't you just open the door and let it drop?
それだ。
That's what it is! That's what Satoko was after, making me focus my attention upward. So, as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. A frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap. Concealed by using the blackboard
見事
eraser.
なコンボだ、サトコ。
An impressive combination, Satoko.
だが所詮はガキの浅知恵だったな。
But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. You fool. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized that she had me hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in almost a picturesque manner. Yeah, Kei-chan, watch out! Ow! Instinctively reaching out to, or reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow. An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. What is an inkstone? Hold on. Inkstone. Oh, okay. It's just that, like, tray that, like, you would fill up with ink if you were, like, using, like a brush. I assume because it's called a stone, it might actually be made of stone, which... that might fucking hurt. Placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation if I had landed square on it. The demon. My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning. Oh, wow, my aching leg. It seemed I had inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Better than landing on that inkstone. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Pain, go away. A small dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Yay, Rika-chan. Good morning. A good morning to you, Rena. A good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with a little adorable bow. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than that Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling, rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl. A good girl wouldn't set any of those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what kind of proof do you... Whoa! I picked Satoko up by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this, but a cat wouldn't be setting traps. She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say it in a way that people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged at the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Boo-hoo, I'm a baby. It doesn't bother me. Fucking wah wah. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah! Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess that those two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Satoko's crying. He's so cute. You can't take them home. But they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. But just for a bit's fine. It's fine, right? Rena kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. Then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right? Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up. Satoko, that inkstone's yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks on the door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up. We made it in time! Rise, attention! Mion gave out the morning commands. Also, I've heard that the teacher is like overtly a Tsukihime reference, but I've yet to even touch a fucking Type Moon anything. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different each one, but naturally she ends up spending all her time with the younger kids. Rena and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get their own studies. So it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. Makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. That's actually how you take your understanding of something from like 1 to like 5. Is something that you think you know pretty well, you try to teach it to somebody that like really wants to learn, and then you're like, oh fuck, I don't know shit. And then you cover all your weak points that you didn't see before. It's really cool. There we go. The game knows. They say to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. So while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice. I was just saying that, video game. In contrast, the person over here is quite Oh, I don't know how to say that. Is it? I'm not even gonna say it. They're quite relaxed about things. Stinky French words in my my English. I don't know how to say them. I'm white. For one, isn't she supposed to be a higher grade than
ミオン
me?
さ、一言じゃないぞ。
Look, Mion, this is for your own
真
good.
剣にやんないとまずいぜ。
If you don't
こんな
take
レ
this,
ベルじゃ。
if you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on with these marks.
別に進学校を目指すわけでもないし、
It's not like I'm aiming to go to a
受
prestigious
験に
school.
必要なそこそこができてりゃ十分。
I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relaxed than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
みーちゃん、ケイチくんが頑張って教えてくれるんだからさ。
Mi-chan, Keiichi-kun's doing his best to teach us.
私たちも頑張ろうよ。
We need to try hard too.
レナは素直ないい子だな。
You're such a good and honest kid, Rena.
先生がきっといい学校に進
I'll
学
make
さ
sure
せてやるからな。
I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. Sometimes I try to talk thinking that they're done and then they're not, and then I have to just like restart when the voice is over. Whoa,
ありがとう。
thanks so much.
レナには特に教えてやるからな。
Especially you, Rena.
二人きりでプライベートレッスンだぞ。
Private lessons, just the two of us.
プライベートレッスン。
Private lessons. A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. What kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play of that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual
都
question.
会じゃさ、こんなに勉強しなきゃいけないわけ？
So in the city, do you have to study this much?
この程度はできないと進学できないね。
If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university.
進学できないから勉強するわけ？
So you study just to get into a university?
まあ
Nah,
平たく言えばそうなるな。
yeah, basically.
将来役に立たないのは承知で。
While knowing that stuff, or while knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. That's a lie. That's a lie. If it's math and if you ever touch a programming, no, you need that shit. Not speaking from recent pain or anything. I was stuck on something when I was trying to do something in Unity, and I just had to like walk out of the room with the computer in it and just work out the formula I wanted on paper first and make sure that it worked no matter what I threw into it, and then I came back to the computer and I was like, I'm ready for you, motherfucker.
こっちじゃあさ、出席日数が足りてりゃみんな進学できるんだよ。
Out here you can get into a university as long as your attendance is good enough.
そうなのか？
Oh, really? Yeah, it's not fucking Tokyo crammed packed to the fucking walls with people, motherfucker. Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock.
そうかもね。
That's right.
試験で振り落とさなきゃならないほど人もいないし。
There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam.
誰でも進学できるならさ、そんなにガリガリとやることもないんじゃない？
If anyone can get into a university, then there's no need to be all uptight about the stuff, right? Also, not only does this have like the portrait toggles, it has a fucking language toggle button, which is really fun for when you're chilling by yourself to be like, what did they say? They said gari gari? What the fuck is that? And you go Google it. But we probably won't be hitting that button a lot.
まあそうだけど、でも一般常識程度にはできた方が。
Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge.
おじさんはそんな無駄な勉強に時間をかけるよりさ、
This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying
この思
pointlessly,
春期の貴重な時間をもっと有意義に過ごすために使うべきじゃないかなと考えるわけよ。
you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. I don't know. She gets up to some bullshit. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom.
ケイちゃん、おしまいおしまい。
Kei-chan, we're done. We're done.
さあ、楽しいランチタイム。
It's our wonderful lunch time. God, I want lunch right now. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
ケイチくん、お昼にしよう。
Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me.
よっしゃ
All right.
飯にするか
Let's eat. There seemed to be different cliques even with the class, or even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we both had boys and girls. Like, I think you have boy. I mean, there was another boy. He ain't here right now. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mio pushed their desks together so we were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Yeah, like, he said, in the English he said boys and girls, but like, there's one boy, 4 girl, dog. Do your math better. I think, hold on, my brain. Rena, Mio, Satoko, Rika, yeah, this is a 5. My brain's shorting out a little bit trying to add in people that come later, and I'm like, no, they're not here. Did I read this? At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well.
ケイチくん、早く早く。
Keiichi-kun, hurry. Also, something that like I love about this is wow, it's a little glacial at times, but all the sauce that they're working with here comes in later. It might not be your bag, it's my fucking bag. I'll tell you what. Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't have even opened their lunchboxes.
ケイチさんのお弁当はきっと貧乏くさくパンの耳に決まってますわ。
I'm hearing it in Japanese and cracking up before the English word gets there on the text. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts and the like. Bread crusts like some sort of destitute plebeian.
そう、恥ずかしがらず読みせなさいな。ほらほら。
Why don't you just show it to us? Come on now. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle.
お待たせ
Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
では、ミー委員長の号令でいただきますです。
Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start. At first this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't have even opened my own lunchbox if someone was too slow. Our ages or genders might have been different, but we were all friends.
いただきます。
Let's eat, boys. The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Yeah, I love getting like just like a CG, like an art in the background. It's always a vibe. Like, I feel like if I got like more like stoic in my life, I think I would want to draw fucking visual novel backgrounds as a hobby, just being like, oh, I'm gonna make this fucking background look normal and like kind of weirdly plasticky, and I'm gonna go so hard at making these clear rulers show up right there next to Rena's head. You know, just like stupid fucking bullshit like that. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to the group made up of all royals. Oh god, my throat. Reading's hard. I don't know how people like Vex do it. Go on. But I'm gonna take this way slower. This is gonna be a hit it for like an hour at a time, and we'll get there in like 200 sittings. Of course, there were other boys. Actually, no, wait. It took me like 200 hours on my own, and I read really fast. This is gonna take forever. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. That's true. I remember when I was like in 1st grade, I had to go to like the 6th grader classroom to like borrow a ruler or something, and I thought I was gonna get killed. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everyone was free to pick at them. That sounds fun. I like that. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in, but however, Mio noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch.
あら、ケイチさんのお弁当は今日は大奮発ではございませんこと。
My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch rather extravagant today?
あらあら、さとこさんのお弁当こそ大奮発ですこと。
My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well?
煮物がシックでいい感じですわ。
The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in across counter, stabbing into each other's lunch.
あら、ビミ。
Oh, how delicious.
お、里芋がいい感じだぞ。
Oh, this taro is
煮
good.
物は冷めててもうまいよな。
The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. I feel like... I know it's not a fucking 83 type thing of, you know, having your fucking lunch microwaved, but like... God, I'm a child of the 2000s and 90s. Like, I want to take every food that I bring to my mouth in the microwave. Like, it has to be warm or else it's wrong. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile.
夕べの夕食の煮物少し取っておきましたですよ。
I saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Satoko and Rika's lunches were always the same. It seemed that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every
この
day.
煮物もリカちゃんが作ったのかい？
Rika-chan made this too?
こいつはお袋の味クラスだよな。
This tastes like mom's home cooking. There's some... I can't do this every time because we'll be here for an eternity, but like, if you know, you know. There's baggage in that one. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't made from a mold, they were done by hand with a knife. What the fuck is a carrot rosette? Man, is it like a carrot cut into a rose shape? I have to Google it. Carrot rosette. What the fuck? I'm guessing it is a little carrot cut into like a rose. That's nuts. I bet that would taste good though somehow. Like, there's some stuff that like is decorative and it's bougie, and then there's some stuff that's decorative and I'm like, I bet that would hit the tongue right if it was like really like cooked. That's not easy to do with the knife.
リカちゃんって何気にそういうの得意なんだよな。
Guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort
お
of
裁
thing.
縫とかお洗濯とかも上手なの。
She's really good at sewing, laundry, stuff like
すご
that.
いよね。
Amazing, right? You don't have it's not that hard to do laundry, man. It's not that hard. Settle down.
すごいよね。
Amazing, right?
リ
Amazing.
カはいろいろとすごいんですよ。
Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. I don't know how I'm gonna do that fucking laugh with my voice. I'm just gonna say hee hee. Because you can hear it. You know what the fucking Ojo-sama over here is doing.
お前が威張ることじゃねえ。
There's nothing for you to boast about.
僕よりレナの方がお料理は上手です。
Man, they're talking about food so much, my stomach is cavernous right now. Rena's actually better at cooking than I am.
そのね。
Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Just like me, but I'm only tripping over my words. Rena's lunch was really the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox
これ
constantly.
前に評判良かったからいっぱい作ってみたの。
Everyone liked this so much before that I made a lot this
美
time.
味しいかな。
It's good, I hope. I hope?
かなり合格点。あ、ミオ、お前取りすぎだよ。
It's got high marks from me. Mio, you're taking too much. Knocking Mio's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Sadako and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in a mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena, but Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on.
いかがかしら。レナさんもとてもお料理が上手ですことよ。
How'd you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too?
ケイイチさんとは大違いですの。
Quite different from Keiichi-san.
だからお前が威張ることじゃねえだろ。
I said there's nothing for you to boast about.
さとこだってケイちゃんと変わらないじゃんよ。
You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko.
あんたブロッコリーとカリフラワーの区別つくようになったわけ？
Okay, so I think we hit like our third or fifth running gag, but this one I forgot. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? I don't know how. I don't know how this child could have ever been like, oh, I don't know the difference. One's green. The fucking music dropping out. Satoko's face went pale.
おいおい、ブロッコリーとカリフラワーの違いなら俺だってわかるぜ。
Hey, hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know?
わかりますもの。わかるもん。
Of course I can, I really can. It's really hard for her to lie.
ケイイチくん、どっちでも茹でてマヨネーズかけると美味しいじゃない？
Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled on top of mayo, right? Man, you know what? Broccoli with like Kewpie does sound good. It's weird how if you don't know about Kewpie, you'll be like, mayo? And like your American blood will start to raise your cholesterol, but like Kewpie's like a different flavor, and I like it a lot more. I don't like the Americanized, like, well, I don't know what to call it. Like the American mayo is different from like Kewpie mayo, and like it ain't it. I don't like it.
いじめちゃかわいそうだよ。兄ちゃんも。
Unless it's like very lightly put on a sandwich, that's different. You shouldn't be picking on her. Michan too. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko.
まあまあ家庭科の授業ってことで。じゃあさとこ、これは？
Well, well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon.
でもそれアスパラ。
But that's asparagus. Mion made eye contact with me within 0.3 seconds, and I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus, giving her two choices. She's pretty terrible.
その黄色がカリフラワー、緑がカリフラ。
Well, the yellow one's cauliflower. No, the green one's cauliflower.
さあどっちだ？
So which?
多分黄色がブロッコリーで青がカリフラワー。でも緑はその。
Probably the yellow one's broccoli, the blue one's cauliflower, but the green one is the blue one? Is that like a Japan weird with the green and blue? Like they talk about like a green light is like they say owl instead of. It's weird. There's sometimes where green is said as blue. I don't get it yet.
本当にどっちか分かってる？降参した方が良くない？
Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal.
わかりますもの。
I do know.
わかるもん。
I really do.
じゃあ答えなよ。
And answer the question.
わかるもん。わかるもん。
I know. Boo-hoo, I'm the baby. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Fuck. How cute! Rena entered her state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheeks against Satoko's head, smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right now. That kind of smile. Rena, Mimi's picking on me. Woohoo! Cute. It's okay, Rena One-chan will take care of all these bad people who tease my little sister. Whoosh, boom, bam! It was like a flash of lightning.
今一体何が
What was that just now? Both of Rena's fists shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our face. You can hear it in the voice. Hold on. This is your first time you got one, right? Today, she went easy on us.
甘いってこれよりまだ上があるってのかよ
I love that you could hear, like, their faces swollen, like... Oh. Easy, you mean there's something harder than this? With that, both Mion and I slumped our heads back into the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. It won't save you, bud. See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Yay, you're cute. I want to take you home. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. I say Rena, I meant Rika. I can't remember. There's two R names, it fucks me up. Oh, this song's so fucking good. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance. Hey Keiichi-kun, tomorrow do you have any plans or anything? Also, Rena's little like vocal tick where she's like, she'll like say the question again. I might just drop that sometimes because it's hard on me to figure out how I should say it. Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. It was for a date, wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well. Look at these idiots. No, I didn't mean like that. You see. So apparently that wasn't what she meant. It's always fun to when Rena's in a panic, so I went along with it a little. Oh, so it wasn't meant that way. Huh? Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Mii-chan! I forgot that shrill laugh can happen in not Crazy Town, so that kind of tickled my brain a little weird. Hee 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 hee. Unable to hold it in any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this old fart never knew you could push her buttons like that. Hee 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 hoo. Huh? What? Huh? Me when I'm What? What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed about, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit guilty, I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one.
冗談ってどこからだろうどこからだろう
Huh? A joke? Since when? Since when?
あ、途中から。
About halfway through.
途中から
Halfway?
ってことはケイちゃん、最初の真っ赤になったのはあれ演技じゃないんだ。
So Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start?
それって
Huh? That means there's only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her.
いや、その。
Well, you see, yeah, that's like a terrifying person to be around. Is the person that finds that one bit that you didn't cover, and then they just lift the floorboard and be like, "Oh wow, what's under here?" Like they are gonna expose you so hard. Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. Womp 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 womp.
で、明日が暇だと何なんだよ、レナ。
So why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena?
何の話だっけ
What were we talking about? It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. God.
ケイちゃんさ、まだこのひなみ沢一人じゃ回れないでしょ
It's just... Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. Hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me, spun me around 3 times like we were playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here.
そうだな。街へ行くのと学校へ行く以外はまだ自信ないな。
Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school.
そうそれでね明日ねみーちゃんとレナでお散歩しながらケイチくんにひなみ沢を案内してあげようよってことになって
Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer.
もちろん行くでしょ
You'll come, of course, right?
暇ならな。
If I'm free, brother, you have no friends and your parents don't ask you for anything, you're free.
女の子が誘ってんじゃん。
You're being invited by a girl, you know.
暇ならな。
If I'm free,
どうせ暇なんでしょ
you're probably free anyways.
暇ならな。
If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front.
ケイチくん暇じゃないのかな
Keiji-kun, you're not free, perhaps? While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a little bit rough on her, I just gave in.
すまん、許せ、ごめん。
Sorry, forgive me. I apologize.
暇だ。
I'm free.
よかった
Yeah, great! The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile.
おうおう
Hey now.
ミヨンさんとレナさんじゃ随分と温度差がありますじゃん
It seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? Yeah, but you're an old geezer, Mion. Seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion
行
behind.
こう、レナ。
Let's go,
明
Rena.
日は二人っきりで出かけような。嫌味なミオンは置いてって。
Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow, leave grumpy old Mion behind.
ケイチくんがそれでいいなら
Whoa, if Keiichi's cool with that,
案内しようって提案したのは私しかとすんな前原圭一
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, my Keiichi.
二人きりでピクニック嬉しいな。弁当は持ってくか、レナ。
It would be great if the just two of us could go on a picnic together. Should I bring a basket?
お弁当いるならレナ作っちゃおうかな
For bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, baby.
レナもしかとすんな二人がホテル街へ消えたって回覧す
Did her line get cut off? Don't ignore me too, Rena. I'll put a village-wide circular saying that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. There is no way there's a hotel district in Hinamizawa. It's got to be in the the nearby town that I always forget the fucking name of. Punch.
じゃあレナ、今日は早く帰ってお弁当の準備するね。
Well then, I'm going home right now to start making
明
it.
日が楽しみ。じゃあね、ケイチくんにみーちゃん、さようなら。
Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mii-chan, bye. Okay. I'm kind of thinking to myself, one, I'm very hungry. Two, I don't know when I want to stop for today, but my brain is saying go all the way until the dump, and that could be a minute. I don't remember exactly the pacing. I just remember, like, I remember where the fence posts are along the story, but I don't remember how much space is in between them, you know? I'd love to get to the dump today. Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun. Later, bye. Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled on the ground. There was a welt on her face.
大丈夫？
Are you alright?
ミオンとレナの立ち位置
There was
2メー
over
トルは離れてたはずだぞ。
there was over 2 meters between you guys.
あんたが来て以来切れ味は増す一方。
Since you came, they've become sharper.
おじさん身が持たないわ。
This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal.
くじけるなよミオン。レナのジャブを見切れるのはお前しかいない。
Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs.
私は膝じゃないかと思ってんだけどね。
It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport.
レナには負けられないぞ。ミオンも鍛えてリベンジだ。
You can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch.
ケイちゃんがしてよ。おじさんは応援してる。
Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will cheer you, will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna do the thing. Yeah, it's gonna do the fucking thing. Hell yeah. Oh, we got tips! Okay, that is a good point to take a break. After the tips. Because that's how you know a chapter break, I think. I hope these aren't long. Sometimes they are fucking long. We have a mixed grade, Quebin Mark. Hello, son. Hope you enjoy your book.
俺と
Thank
同
you,
い年だった
father.
よな。
So, Rena, we're the same age?
うん、そうだよ。
Yeah, that's right.
も同じだよね。
Same zodiac animal, too. What? That's kind of creepy that you just opened with that. Hey, now, it'd be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. Wait. Wait, you could be the same age and have different... Whatever.
そんなことないよ。
That's
誕
not...
生日の違いがあれば、
Okay.
年齢が同じでも干支が違うこともありえるって。
That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you have different animals even if you're the same age.
あれ？あ、そうか。
Huh? Oh, I
ミ
see.
オン、頭いいじゃないか。
Mion, you're pretty smart. No, you're fucking dumb as rocks, Keiichi. Hee hee.
ところで、ケイチくんは何月生まれなのかな？
What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi?
レナは7月なんだよ。
I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday's a wee bit sooner than mine, is she?
だが諦めろ。
Don't even.
俺に誕生日で挑もうったって無駄なことだ。
It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. Is he like January 1st or something?
なんなら一月差ごとに100円の賭けをしてもいいぜ。
I wouldn't even mind if you bet 100 yen per month. Huh?
なんでだろう。
Why?
なんでだろう。
Why? Rena panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain that she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic. Something as simple as a birthday, or about something as simple as a birthday is so fun, I can't help myself.
ってことはケイちゃん、ひょっとして4月生まれ？
Does that mean you were born in April, Kei-chan?
そういうこったな。
Right on!
俺、もうとっくにレナより年上なんだよ。
Too bad, Rena, I'm already far older than you. Oh, I see.
じゃあみーちゃんと同い年なんだね。
Then you're the same age as me-chan.
まあほんの何ヶ月かは
Well,
ね。
it's just a few months.
すぐにまた差を開いてあげるけどさ。
That gap will open up again soon enough. What, will it? Is that how that works? I don't think that's how that works. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey, now it's not something to get all high and mighty about, as if I'm the one to talk.
そういえばミオンって上級生なんだよな。
Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion?
下級生の方が燃えるってんなら今日から下級生ってことでもいいけど。
If you're into underclassmen, then I can be underclassmen from now on. Jesus
みー
Christ.
ちゃんよくわかんないこと言ってる。
Mii-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though.
でサトコとリカちゃんが下級生とどころか学校が違うくらいの下級生だよな。
Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
圭一君はちょっと好みの年齢が低すぎると思うな。
Kate, your tastes are too young, I think. Not making any sense yourself, Rena. I'll just grab her head, scruff it up a bit.
やめて
Stop it! Fuck, there's more to
前から
this?
思ってたんだけどさ、なんでこの学校ってクラスが学年混在なんだ？
I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why the school has so many different years all mixed up.
教室の数が足りないからだよ。仕方ないじゃん。
There aren't enough classrooms, can't help it.
営林署の建物を間借りしてんだからさ。
This building's being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. It's a fucking... like, it... This picture doesn't make it look like a dump, but the one from the side, like from close to the street, makes it look like a fucking dump. The schoolyard is gravel, there are rooms that aren't for any classes, there's some sort of strange construction machinery parked there.
なんで借りてるんだよ。本当の学校はどうしちゃったんだよ。
Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school?
戦前からずーっと建ってたらしいからね。老朽化でね。
There was one here forever from before the war, it got
廃
dilapidated.
校ってわけよ。
They closed it down. It was probably... It probably was a grand old schoolhouse.
まあそれで生徒は町の学校に通うことになったんだけどさ。遠いでしょ？
Well, because of that, the students would have to attend school in the city. That's pretty far, though, you'd know.
どこの学校だったの？
I couldn't imagine how long it would take to get from Hinamizawa to fucking Tokyo. Like, that'd be fucked up. Like, okay, hold on. What's the name of the fucking town that's nearby? Because I always forget. I have to type in Hinamizawa into Google and then find the... What's the name of the nearby town? God damn it! Okinomiya. That's it. I always forget the fucking name every time. Which school would that be?
沖宮の駅前通りを抜けて病院に曲
Oh
が
my
っ
god, they
て
said it the
小児科
second
の
after I
向かいに
googled
学
it.
校あるのわかる？
Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn to the hospital, then head towards the pediatrics department? You're not talking about St. Lucia, are you? That place is a shithole. What?
遠いよ
So far. Couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction.
まあそんなわけでさ。
Yeah, well, that's why.
沖宮の学校に通いたくない連中はこうして営林署の建物を間借りした仮校舎に通ってるってわけさ。
The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending at this pseudo schoolhouse here.
ひなみ沢の子供の半分くらいかな。朝早くに自転車で通ってる子たちも結構いるよ。
About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Are there really only like 30 fucking... Oh wait. Does that mean like there's only like 60 kids in the town? Jesus. I guess it makes sense, but like, damn. Because it kind of has some distance. Like, it has a lot of stores and activity for a dinky 60-kid town, you know? But I guess maybe that's what happens when you have like a community that tries stuff. Not where I live. If you live in like a fucking out in the middle of the sticks town, they're like, yeah, we had a bonfire that one time, and Jerry's dad punched somebody, so we don't do that anymore. I don't remember if I read this. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. Quite a lot of kids that come here on bike.
こんなはちゃめちゃな学校に通ってたら進学校とかはちょっと無理だろうからね。
Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into the higher education.
そんなことないよみーちゃん。ちゃんと頑張ればどこでだってお勉強はできるよ。
That's not true, Michan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. That's not true either, Rena. You know it.
お、そうだぞそうだぞ。レナとは意見が一致したな。
That's right, that's right. I totally agree with Rena on this one.
そうだね、そうだね。
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
頑張ろう。
Let's do our best.
せいぜい頑張ってくださいな。おじさんはささやかに応援しとりますわ。
All you try your best. This old man will be rooting for you.
俺たちがじゃないぞ。ミオンがだぞ。お前受験生だろ。
Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you?
こんな成績じゃお先真っ暗だぞ。
Your future is bleak with grades like this.
いいもんいいもん。路頭に迷ったら永久就職してケイちゃんに食わせてもらうから。
Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, if I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off K-chan as he works forever.
永久就職ってなんだろう、なんだろう。
What do you mean, mooch off K-chan? What do you mean?
ほらそこ、うるさいですよ。
Hey, you're too loud.
自習は静かに。
Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. It's just as Mion says. School has nothing to do with nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up by having lots of valuable things that other schools don't. Like what, friends? That was a long tip. We don't have a uniform, question mark? It's only June. It's already so hot. So something I didn't catch on to for a hot minute, just because I'm fucking dumb, I guess. So like, the title sake of Higurashi means like the evening cicada, the one that goes like beep 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 beep, like that motherfucker. These ones aren't the cool ones. So like, for half the game I was like, daytime. What's happening? Is something weird gonna happen? And it's like, no, it's just fucking summer cicada. Just summer just wah 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 kind of guy. It's already June. It's only June, so it's already so hot. I can hear the Higurashi chirping. Hey, that's not. Oh wait. No, they do. I can hear the Higurashi outside chirping me at night. There are mosquitoes, bro. Where I grew up, a disgusting amount of very strong mosquitoes. I fucking hate mosquitoes so much. I moved into like over some hills, and then there's no mosquitoes out here, and it's been a godsend. Might as well be summer already. However, my salvation was that that the mornings were still cool.
暑いでございますわね。
Summer, I do declare. Satoko was flapping her skirt languidly. It's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a goyle.
ケイチさんはワイシャツ一枚で涼しそうですわね。羨ましいですわ。
Keiichi does seem quite cool, just a single button-up shirt. I'm so
俺
jealous.
から見りゃスカートのサトコの方が涼しそうだよ。
For how I'm seeing things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much
こ
cooler.
の時期のズボンの股ぐらがどれだけ蒸すか
Ugh.
女のお前にはわかるまい。
A girl like you wouldn't understand how hot it is wearing jeans in this season, dude. So I grew up wearing like thick-ass like Walmart jeans, and I didn't know that they like made jeans that weren't like fucking denim that you could like it would like block a fucking knife for how rigid and fucking thick it is. My whole life, the jeans I wore were like the thickest sauna type bullshit, and then I found that they made thinner jeans, and I wanted to cry because like 20 years of my life had been fucked up.
蒸すんだ。は
It gets hot. Wait, this girl's gone imagining something decent. She imagining your balls, dude? What the fuck?
レナの夏服は涼しそうな色合いがいいよな。見てるこっちも涼しくなる。
Rena's summer clothes have a nice refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them.
ありがと
Hee hee,
う。
thank
本
you.
当に涼しいんだよ。
They really do feel pretty cool.
私もレナさんみたいな涼しい夏服が良かったですわね。
I wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's.
でも、さとこちゃんの夏服ワンピースですっごい可愛いし、レナはさとこちゃんの夏服着てみたいな。
But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute, being one piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes.
これ結構蒸しますわよ。絶対にレナさんの方が涼しいですわ。
Oh my god, this is a fucking no you, no you, no you, no you conversation. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler.
でも可愛い服の方がきっと楽しいよ。は
It'd be so much cooler with cute clothes. How? I had a feeling that Rena and Satoko's base values were fundamentally
そう
different.
いえばこの学校って指定の制服とかないんだよな。
Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. It's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure that Satoshi and Keiichi's fucking school clothes are identical. It's the fucking Shinji getup of pants, shirt, and undershirt. And like it's just weird that like those two have the identical getup and everybody else has like different stuff because fuck it, it's interesting.
うん、ないよ。
Yeah, no uniform.
ふさわしい服であれば、私服でも大丈夫なんだよ。
As long as they're proper, regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students here in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but it's all the same design and rather plain.
他の連中が着てる制服は何なんだよ。みんなお揃いだよな。
It's the uniform they're all wearing. It's all the same.
あれは町の学校の制服なんですのよ。
Oh.
別に決まってるわけじゃないですけど、みんな着てますわね。
That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing
そ
them.
こへ行くと俺らの仲間はみんないろいろな制服を着てるよな。わざわざどこかから取り寄せたのか？
Speaking of which, everybody in our group's wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere?
ええ、ミオンさんが調達してくださいますの。
Why, yes, Mio-san supplied them.
みーちゃんの親類で古着商をやってる人がいて、
Oh.
全国の学校の服を格安で仕入れてるんだって。
I don't think I ever stuck this detail on my brain. Michan's relative runs a secondhand clothing store. They can get clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say.
でその親類に頼んでいろいろ個性的な制服を取り寄せてもらってるわけか。
So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique uniforms then, huh? That Mio, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. Must be that must be a strange secondhand clothing store. I mean, like, nah, cause like someone's only gonna be in like certain like levels of school for like so many years. Like, fuck it, just fucking secondhand that shit. It's clean. Who cares? I get that it's a secondhand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? No, that's even better because that means their prices are cheap because they got it by the pallet. It's pretty strange for a secondhand clothing store. I wonder. That can't like tie into anything going on with the Sonozakis, can it? I can't put it together, but it's fine. It might be like a laundering thing. I don't know. What's the point of stocking up clothes for faraway schools they know nothing about? It's called make the characters have different silhouettes, Keiichi.
他にも体操服とかスクール水着のお風呂とかも扱ってるの。
Yeah, I think so too. They used to have school swimsuits and PE
そういうの
uniforms.
のお風呂はちょっと嫌だよね。
I don't like the idea of having used ones. I mean, just wash it really good. Like, bathe it in acid.
あんまり儲かってなさそうな商売だな。きっと少しでも儲けさせるためにミオンが一肌脱いでやってるんだろうな。
Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mio pitch in and help so they can make a bit more.
でもいつもミオンさんが自信満々に言いますのよ。今にきっと大ブレイクしてすごい商売になるって。
But Mio-san says it would be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. A secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms would be a big hit? I don't get it. Wee, 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 wow. Alright. Well, that's it for today. I'll just do the slot 7. End of chapter 1. So I think every Steam listed like quote unquote chapter of the game has like 13 sub chapters, so it's gonna take a minute. But doing it one at a time and then stopping after the tips, I'm kind of down for that. So we're gonna stop for there today. Goodbye. Thanks for reading with me. It's going on YouTube if you wish to see it. Goodbye.